Alrighty then, ladies and gents. I guess today we shall start investigating the murder of Nagito Komaeda. It truly was a surprise to me to find out that Nagito got killed. And here I was thinking that Nagito is gonna fucking survive throughout this killing game and he's gonna do other bunch of crap after this, like in the anime or OVAs and all the fun stuff that popular characters would get the privilege of, but... I guess so. I guess I should be honest here, ladies and gents. A part of me is really shocked about this whole thing, but another part of me feels... Another part of me is really happy about this. We're no longer gonna have to deal with such a big giant threat like Nagito. He surely got in our way, and he certainly did not tell us anything about what he found. So from now on, the only thing we can do is investigate his murder, solve the case, and then continue our investigation in terms of the mystery of this the mystery of the island. I guess so. Alright, let's begin. The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Noon sharp. Okay. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm, and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file?
Again? But what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. On both his legs, his arm, his hands. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm, and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Yep. It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for.
Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me worried than I should be.
We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first. If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss.
Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the splinters that much. Thanks to that, I can probably investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. Me neither, Hajime. Me neither. I never really expected to investigate Nagito's body like this. I never really thought that he's gonna die. Oh, how the world works, apparently. Okay, well, we have a Monokuma plushie over here. Monokuma's dead! There's blood coming out of his stomach! Hey.
No response. He's dead, Jim.
What?
Just kidding! I'm not dead!
Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory?
If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you.
Well, you're a stuffed animal too.
Don't put the % comment there. It's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage?
Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why did he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed, and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that. Hey?
You're so evil.
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You just died like the fissure over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami. You better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out so easily, you know. I won't give in to your wrath. I'll bug you until the very end.
I can't lose.
I'll never even take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma.
Well, when you say it like that, Usami, like... the world supremacy. I guess so. Usami is gonna become the new Monokuma! I mean... looks like those annoyances are gone. But yeah, I don't think so. I can definitely say that this has something to do with Nagito's murder. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? Well, it definitely isn't Chris's blood, or Hyoko's blood. Or any of the other dead students' blood. Nor Mukuro's blood, nor Junko's blood. I have no idea how this connects to the incident. But yeah, this definitely is Nagito's blood over here. It has something to do with that. Alrighty then. Fire grenade. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... those fire grenades that we used to put out a fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. The lighter. It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
An oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
Is a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well,
Hot damn!
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
which means
So using that, the curtain was set on fire.
Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
you are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire.
They caused the fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... I do have to wonder. So the killer set up the oil over here, and had the lighter set. However, well, we're talking about Nagito over here, and the rest of the students are like on the opposite side. Like during that fire, there's like no way that anybody was here near Nagito to set the fire, so it could be that... It could be that somebody already set the lighter before before the fire started. It was somewhere, and the oil was right over there. And probably when the students entered the warehouse, that is when the oil, like the lighter, connected with the oil, and the fire started somehow. I do have to wonder. Or it could be... I do have to wonder. Sonia?
So just as I thought.
If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, We should finish the class trial, then we can think about what would happen after.
One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way? It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. At the ceiling? What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There.
see?
Can you see? See that red streak? Red streak?
Huh? Wait a second. Red streak of blood. Hold on a second. You're right. I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood?
Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line.
That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange.
Yeah, it's definitely strange. I should remember this. It could be very important. I guess we shall see after we check the body. I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0, 2 days from now, what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
That's obviously wrong.
This rotten school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home! Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that will happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey, hey,
What do you mean, something?
shut up, shut up!
He's making us kill each other, you know. What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know. There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like I said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial, alright?
I know.
Yeah, I know.
You...
And don't bring up strange stuff like that.
It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's. But it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time.
What does it matter?
So,
The time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp.
If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time?
What we were doing? Well, right now it's...
It's 12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function. But it has like fucking clock hands. Or whatever they are called. It has like a clock on its stomach, Hajime.
Did that mean Nagito died 30 minutes ago? Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill.
Fresh. Seems like a bad way to describe it.
If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs?
You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup.
Also, the crime looks very detailed. So it would have needed time to prepare.
And whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's why we all split up to search for the bombs.
Look at Akane go! Like, holy god, she's on fire right now, thinking of all this. Wow, that's... yeah, that's the problem. Very interesting, Akane. You're thinking all the way through. Good god. Nagito's body, But... Alright, let's check this. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No. Now's not the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. Well, it is true that nothing bad will happen to us because of him, but we can definitely manage by ourselves from now on, even without him. We can definitely do this. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Okay, well, here's the thing, ladies and gents. Look at this spear over here. I do remember that I saw this type of spear, like huge spear, at Nezumi Castle, which would mean that either Nagito or the killer got the spear from over there. I should definitely check the Nezumi Castle once again. But let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have the feet. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean that the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. As he or she should have. I mean, do I even have to remind you of what Nagito did about all this time? Or they might have been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds are inflicted for a reason other than killing. Which could mean that whoever it was, the killer tried to get information from him. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Let's not forget that, just like Akane said, he got killed like so recently, like 30 minutes ago, while we were looking at the bomb, / I don't know. I don't think that anybody was inside the warehouse while we were doing this. I can only think of Sonia, but I don't know. I still have to figure this whole thing. Well, even if this was true, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily. I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But, even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Hold on a second. A spear with fleshy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach.
There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? The cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. Use the cord as whip to capture the enemy, and deliver the final blow with the spear.
Is this your first time looking at this too?
Of course not. This is the spear of Gungnir, right?
The spear of Gungnir. Oh, goodness gracious. You definitely just came up with that now. I wouldn't say that he came up with that like right now on spot. I'm just saying.
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle. Oh, what? Nezumi Castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there.
Oh. It could be true. Maybe he truly didn't know where the spear came from. Or probably he knew. I mean, even if he wasn't able to see inside the Nezumi Castle, he definitely knows that somebody took the spear from the Nezumi Castle and next to the castle. He probably saw it.
Damn you mice! Damn you all to hell! Damn you mice! Damn you all to hell!
see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but it weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle. It looks like that pot has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Wait a second. The size of a human fist. Look at that, ladies and gents. On his left hand, it doesn't have blood inside the palm. Could this mean that... So, there could also be the possibility of that, eh? Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that. Spear of Gungnir. Alrighty then. Can we check like anything else? Spear. A spear with flashy ornament on it is unveiled. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but his wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound, and there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult.
There's something strange.
Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but... Doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm.
Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it's splattered.
That would explain the blood on his palm, but...
There's something else that's strange?
When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand...
Well,
Here, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger.
You're right. Why is it only on this part?
see?
See? It's just as I said. It's strange, right? I win.
Yeah, sure, you win. But... Oh. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood spatter like this? Like this. Whoa. Oh. Like this. Wait a second. Knife? Hold on a second. Knife? The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could he do something so cruel?
This knife. It must be from the military base.
Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. Looks like a survival knife.
Well,
Oh god, could it be? Could this mean that the killer must be Mukuro Ikusawa? No!
By the way, they said the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife.
Which means, after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand.
it cannot be.
And then they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel.
Then, does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons? A knife and a spear? But they could just kill him by stabbing him with a knife. Why did he need to use a spear at all? Just to confuse us.
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it?
A reason they had to use the spear, huh? The blood on the girder on the ceiling. Wait a second. Tied up. Knife. Da. I think that I'm slowly but surely solving this, little gents. I think I may have an idea. However, this knife over here surely makes it a bit more confusing. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over. It doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him.
Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me.
Chucky moved past Kazuichi and me, and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
You'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Putting the tape back isn't the issue. You ungrateful swine! You're gonna get cursed! What do you mean she's gonna get cursed? Also, why are you calling her a swine, goddammit?
The blood on Nagito's face. Looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm.
Looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case, it's no use. She's not listening.
Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
What's wrong with that?
Well,
That would mean that Nagito had the duct tape before he got sliced. Wait a second. So we're not talking about torture over here. That would mean that whoever it was stabbed Nagito in the legs and the arm while he had the duct tape, meaning it wasn't done so that he would confess, because if it were for Nagito to confess, he wouldn't even have duct tape. This duct tape had crinkles. Then again, I'm thinking about this, but I think I have an idea, like a totally different idea than what these guys are thinking over here.
Like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape.
Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it. Just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
yep.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Yep, totally. There's more? Oh, the burnt rope. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope. But it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? That's weird. If the rope is burned out like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Okay. If I can figure out what the deal is with the knife over here, I think I may have an idea over here. Actually, my god. Wait, am I wrong or is it gonna be this easy? I mean... No, it's gotta be more complicated than this. Oh yeah, Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a gracefully looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? Well, hey, maybe you can develop your ultimate detective talent as well. That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Nah, you're not becoming abnormal. You're just becoming a detective. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. And the killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him up with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So what was the reason? Well, looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. Wait, what? What the fuck is... Oh, it's a what? What? Nagito! Nagito got squished somehow. He's just a sprite. Look at this. What the hell? Well, this is just fucking weird. I don't think it was like that before. Wait, what? Oh, now it's a... What? What the fuck just happened there? Huh. Well, that was just weird. What the fuck was that? This blood came from Nagito. But what does this mean exactly? What does this have to do with this? I mean, I have an idea in my mind, but if only I could solve the riddle of this knife over here, then my idea would be right. However, where did this come from, this Monokuma plushie? How did this get blood? Could it be... like the spear? Did it come from the spear?
So just as I thought.
Alrighty then. Well, I guess so. Can we explore some other stuff? Okay.
Looks like this site is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even though there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it.
But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire.
Hey.
But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You are right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy. Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. You're thinking that, huh?
I wasn't thinking that at all.
Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hajime.
Ugh. Minus 10 more points for Kazuichi. You're screwing with me?
Disgusting. Oh my, screwing. How lewd.
Hey, please don't look at me with such a fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. Well, okay.